Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Jelly Melodies, and today in this video I'm going to be teaching you 5 main tips on how to network and build your network as a producer. So the first tip I can give is to use social media to your advantage. And obviously there's a lot of people already doing this that are posting beats, posting their loops, posting on their story every day, getting interactions, sending DMs, going into hashtags, interacting with things. But if you don't do that already, definitely start doing all those things, because I'll have people DM me saying, bro, I don't know why I'm not selling any beats. And then when I go to their profile and check out their profile, they have like no pictures posted, and it's not even, you don't even know that they're a producer if you were to click on their profile. So you want to get your branding right. So when people click on your profile, when you're reaching out to people, when they click on your profile, you stand out from the 1,000 other people that are hitting them up. So making sure you're posting content on your Instagram, your Twitter, whatever main platform you use, and making sure that it's good and that when people click on it, they'll want to interact with it. That's really one of the most important fundamental things, is just making yourself presentable for when you're interacting with these people, to have them, when they come to your page, want to work with you and actually want to hear what you have to say. So speaking about social media, Instagram, the DMs are probably the most valuable thing. I've had so many amazing conversations and met so many cool people through Instagram DMs, just through randomly finding people through other people, and just having conversations every day with new producers, new artists, reaching out to people every day on Instagram has probably been one of the most beneficial things that I've ever done in terms of growing my own brand, making beat sales, any of that type of stuff. Even for when I drop kits, when I sell my kits, I've seen, because I interact with so many producers, that I have people that actually want to support me and use my sounds that I make. Bro, I thought I wasn't recording my audio for a second and I just had a heart attack. All right, my second tip for networking is definitely just to collaborate more. So the first year or year and a half I was producing, I didn't collaborate with anyone. I didn't even know that loops were a thing. I was just making beats myself, making all the melodies. And I think that's good for when you're first starting out, just to learn how to do it. But once you really want to start getting your stuff used more, collaborating and finding people that are working with artists and then sending loops to them, or just hitting them up on Instagram and just asking how you can work with them, is definitely beneficial. And also when you're collaborating more, it just gets your beats out there more. It gets your music just out there. It can kind of cause a butterfly effect of when you're sending stuff out all the time. You're sending out loops, you're sending out midis. Stuff will just kind of get used, and then it will get sent to this person that goes here, and then it just gets that butterfly effect where things just will start happening. I just randomly will get notifications on BeatStars that I was added for splits to beats. So while I'm just doing stuff, people are uploading beats that they made with my loops just randomly, and it's cool to know that people are using your stuff, and it keeps you motivated to keep making new stuff. Also, overall, just having more people involved with your music is better, because like I said, with that butterfly effect, adding more people to the equation adds people that might hear it. They might play it in a room and say, oh, who made that melody? And then they'll talk about you, and it's just that word of mouth of just getting around and finding people that are actually working hard and serious about making music, that also just want to have fun and work with you, that you think are fire. That can definitely be beneficial if you make those relationships through, what it be, Instagram, joining producer discords. That's a gem right there. Get in the discords and just start sending your loops in Discord. There's a lot of people on Discord that are really friendly, and if you just talk to people and be yourself, you can make these relationships. So that brings me to our third tip, and that's to be yourself. And this one's kind of self-explanatory, but some people just can't be themselves for some reason, and they put on a show, they put on a fake personality. And through what I've realized, just through talking to so many people, is that you can tell when someone is acting like someone they're not, and it kind of turns you off to that person. And if they had just been themselves and just been honest, acted normal, and just not been a weirdo, you would have kept working with them. So, and overall, just be a nice person to talk to. Nobody wants to talk to someone that's mean or that's annoying. Just try to become friends with people, and it's really about just creating new friends, honestly, and just talking to more and more people. If you're gonna be a music producer, you really gotta love the process of linking up with people, talking to new people, reaching out. You can't be nervous to reach out to people. You just got to take your shots and see where it goes, because you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, Michael Scott quote. With that, and being yourself and trying to like provide value to people brings you my fourth tip, which is do good business. Inevitably, if you're working hard every day consistently, you're making loops, you're making beats, you're sending things to artists, sending things to producers, you're gonna end up getting a beat sale, or someone is gonna use your stuff. If someone used your loop and sold a beat that they made with it, you would probably want to get half of the money that they got from whatever lease they sold. So if you sell a beat that you use someone else's loop, give them 50% of what they made, because they made 50% of the beat. And if there's 2 people on it, give 30% to that person, 30% to that person, and 30% to you. Make sure you're doing good business and splitting this stuff and reaching out to people, making sure you're staying on top of that, because if you're selling beats and you're not giving people their money, it's just a terrible look for you. It's bad karma. It's just bad overall. Like, give people what they're owed, and then it will come back to you in good blessings somehow. Just overall doing good business and making sure your communication skills are there and you're being quick to respond to messages and all that type of stuff. Very important in doing good business. And so we'll switch to sales real quick. Say somebody wants to buy a beat from you and they hit, yo, how much for this beat? And you take 3 days to reply how much that beat is. They already found a different beat that they bought already in that time span. When you get a message and someone says, send me loops, or they say, I need some beats, how much for this? Be like avid on responding to that fast, because the faster you respond, you look better. It makes them feel better because they're getting a response. And when you're just quick to respond, it's just good business. Like people that are there and present and take this seriously, because it really is a business and people really do make their whole livelihood off of selling beats. It's not really like regulated. There's no rules. So in this, it can get shady sometimes. So you're just being yourself, staying true, and making sure you're being honest in your business. You're going to be successful. All right. Number 5 is the final tip, is to provide value. This is probably the biggest tip, and that's why I saved it for last. Someone who is going to provide value is way likely to get opportunities than someone who is just asking for things. So let me explain. Say someone hits you up and they say, yo, if I can work with you on some loops, I'll do your YouTube thumbnails for a day, and I'll do some graphic design, or I'll make this thing for you and I'll do this for you. And you offer something in return for what you're asking. You don't just say, yo, can I send you loops? You say, I'll do this, and then in return, I'll give you this. And this is probably the most underrated thing, because everybody just hits you up on Instagram, yo, let me send your loops. Check out my BeatStars page. You want to give them something in return. And it doesn't matter what it is. If you do graphic design, like I said, you can do that and just get creative with it. I don't know an example off the top of my head, but just provide value to someone, figure out what their problem is, and then solve that problem for that person. Being a problem solver is probably the biggest value that you can give. Like, help someone achieve more, educate them on something. Value is valuable. But yeah, guys, that's basically my 5 tips. I didn't want to take up too much of your time. I just wanted to give you some quick inspiration and let you know some things that I do to help build my brand and network. And if you want to work with me, just hit me up on Instagram, hit me up in the direct messages. I'll respond quick. I'll be there with you. And if you want my weekly loops, sign up in the description. I got drum kits and stuff. And I wish you guys luck on building your brand and increasing your network, because your network is your net worth. It's been your boy Jelly, and I'm out.